I don't like this Kakyoin actor though.
And the doctor would have walked away unharmed. And still, you get up. You are so pathetic. You're nothing more than a sandbag, about to be pummeled
Such
by
Ferguson.
a skilled boxer. Why even bother standing up? I'm just gonna knock you down again.
Look, no one ever said Jotaro Kujo was a nice guy. I beat the crap out of people.
Ui.
That I was
Some
eating,
are still
I was
in the
eating peanut
hospital.
butter crunch.
Is that our guy?
No, it's just Tony.
Oh.
Alright, so we have the Beast of the East, fucking Dancing and Lancing, fucking the Tiger Tony here with
Thank
us
you.
today.
Thank you. Please buy my cereal.
We've also got Theo, also known as Three-Head Guy, right here.
Don't call me that in public, please.
They call him Three-Head Guy because he sucked 3 cocks once.
It's a true story, actually.
Yeah. And of course we have, from down under, the man himself, Crocodile Dundee's second cousin, Joshua.
Second cousin, I'd be
The
more like
Vegemite
a grandson
master.
at this point. Okay, guys.
Oh, you have a child?
What? What?
Oh wait, you said the grandson, not. I'm sorry.
That's the 25% African American talking right there, I think.
Yeah. Sorry.
And of course we're all from 3 different continents, Europe, America, and Australia. But don't worry, we're all white.
My favorite video, or at least one of my favorites that we did, was the Jojo one.
Yes, the Jojo one.
And in that one, I think we mentioned, what, like 3 different things, and then you decided to stop it because you were fucking sick of the video game. And I was like, I figured we were going to do this for a bit longer, and you're like, no, well, I'm going to cut the video off here because I'm tired and I want to go to sleep.
Listen, Josh, let's be real for a minute here. All-Star Battle is kind of a terrible video game.
Yeah, it kind of is.
Oh.
And by that point, I already had like 50 hours in it, which is more than any one person should play All-Star Battle.
Yeah.
We both bought all the DLC of course.
Yeah, no, I think it was one I was missing, but yeah, I didn't have Kira.
You didn't have Kira. Shit.
No, I don't think that ever got released in Europe for some reason.
I feel so bad that you guys bought the DLC for that game.
Why? I had fun with it. I got my money back.
Yeah.
I got my money
Yeah.
back.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Playing as
I
Kira,
got it.
man.
I do kind of wanted to. I didn't want old Joseph. He did look pretty fun.
Old Joseph and Kira are the ones worth buying. Lisa is okay.
I like Bao.
Yeah.
I like playing Bao.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We should probably talk about like Jojo.
Well, I was just gonna
We should talk
say,
about Jojo.
like, you already started talking about how All-Star Battle is kind of an awful game. I wanted to get your like deeper thoughts on that.
Ah, here we go. Well, the first of all, it is a very weak fighting game.
Yeah.
Let's
It's just very slow. Like the best combos are just the auto combos you get by hitting fucking square over and over again.
It's the only ones.
The frame rate sucks. Everything is really slow. It's I'm not an expert on fighting games, okay? Fighting games are not my forte, but I don't have fun playing it.
You two know better than me. I think Tony's more of an expert though.
Well, I guess the first thing with the fighting game is that there should be a hard counter to every character, but some characters don't have any counters.
Such
as Cars. As soon as he gets to his ultimate form, you're fucked. And then he laughs.
Joseph is
the fucking Dreamcast game.
no, young Joseph is ridiculous too, because you can just keep charging the Hamon, and then you use his fucking level 2 super, which is pretty much impossible to dodge.
I'm sorry. Did you mean the Ripple?
The Ripple?
Yeah. No, the briefly squeezy magic cheesy.
Isn't there another way to pronounce it? Like, isn't there another word for Ripple?
You ever watch?
Jenko Power.
You mean the?
You ever listen to Weird Al's Fat? Ham on.
Oh.
Funny joke.
I don't want to talk about Weird Al. How come Weird Al hasn't been like a character name in
I don't want to talk about Weird Al, and then you immediately say, "How come Weird Al hasn't?"
Yeah, the reason Weird Al doesn't have a stand named after him is because no one wants to fucking talk about Weird Al. Did either of you play Eyes of Heaven yet?
No.
No, but I looked at it and it looked kind of fun. I didn't want to pay full price for it though.
When I found out it didn't have any local multiplayer, I kind of lost.
Oh, yeah, okay. I didn't know you had friends, but okay.
I have one friend that most of my time in All-Star Battle came from playing with my only IRL friend who also likes Jojo.
What's his name? Bjornsson?
It's
Yeah,
very
behind.
romantic. I hope things are working out well for you two.
Tony, don't be gay.
You're the one who made it gay.
The
What? Is it fucking gay to play video games with a friend now? Damn.
Hey, Josh is talking. It's Josh.
I watched a Let's Play of Eyes of Heaven, and the ending is retarded.
Let's hear it.
So all the Jojos fight Heaven Dio, and but what happens is, you know, Jono and Johnny go out first. Johnny does the infinite spin thing, I think it's called, or whatever.
Yeah, the thing.
Jono pulls out Gold Experience Requiem, and they both go up against the World Over Heaven, and he just like they punch him and it does nothing. Like it just does nothing, and then he just hits them, and they fall over, and they're like, Nani?
So he's like perfect cell.
Yeah, he's just like ignores it all because his power is reality warping.
His power is maximum.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Does that mean that he wins automatically?
Yeah, except you forgot one thing. You're gonna love this. Star Platinum is the same type of stand. So Jotaro somehow manages to get a little bit of Heaven Ascension, I think, and he can cancel it out. And then you do a boss fight with you and Jolene against your Jotaro, and Jolene was with you against Heaven Dio, and he's like time stopping, he's like mind controlling Jolene, and you're gonna like snap her out of it. But
Punch her?
Yeah.
Gonna beat her up.
When you beat him,
violence against women, huh?
The cutscene is like a replay of the end of part 3, where he like breaks his leg and then he splits the blood in his eye.
Yeah, you pissed me off.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
There's that bit where, okay, you know the rules of alternate realities in part 7, right? How like
that it loops.
No, like two things from alternate realities, if they touch, they explode, right?
Oh yeah.
Well, Jotaro has one of the bangles that the Dio from his universe was wearing, and he throws it at Heaven Dio, and it like zooms towards his wrist and explodes and like knocks him over, which gives Jotaro the chance to fight him, which is probably the only decent thing in it. Oh yeah, so yeah, like it ends basically the same way part 3 does. Same type of stand-up.
So it's just another ass pull, basically.
Yeah, it's just Jotaro is the hard counter to the world, no matter what.
This is truly an influence to Iraqi. Like they do exactly how to.
So I guess it really was the Eyes of Heaven.
The ending's pretty shit, but apart from that, like there's a lot of neat moments. Like old Joseph goes like back in time to see young Joseph and Caesar and Lisa, and like he sees like the argument Caesar and Joseph are having that ended up with Caesar getting killed because he ran off on his own. He like interferes to like knock some sense into the both of them. It's really cool. And what else? Fucking old Joseph from part 3 meets Josuke before he went all loopy.
Damn, couldn't have been Joseph, Joestar the original.
And then Rohan meets young Jotaro from part 3. He's like, oh, wow, how impressive.
That is the weakest exchange ever. Why would Rohan be the one to meet him?
So that's out what you look like when you're a kid? Fascinating. Because he just wants to see everything for his manga. He just wants to know everything.
I think if part 2 Joseph was in part 4, the only thing he would be focused on is banging Josuke's mom.
Yeah, I mean, he did it already, you know. He did
he did it when he was 70. You better believe he did it when he was like 20.
60.
60, yeah.
I can't wait to cheat on my wife again.
Hell yeah.
Old Joseph, 60-year-old wrinkly dick.
I think it's funny. I think it's funny that he cheated on his wife before Artist.
He
cheated on his wife He cheated on her before Stardust, and he's just like throughout Stardust Crusaders, he acts like that's not even a problem whenever she calls or whatever.
Yeah, it's like he rings her up. He's like, everything's fine. I'm just showing Jotaro how business, and he hangs up. He's like, oh, it's so hard to lie to my wife. I've always told her the truth over the years. I'm just.
I wonder if Joseph uses Hermit Purple on his dick to make it ripped for her pleasure.
Oh.
You know, no one ever like gets pricked by the thorns of Hermit Purple, like ever.
No, that's true.
Yeah, nobody ever.
Well, they're not real thorns. They're imaginary thorns.
Yeah, but like, nobody ever reacts to it. It's just the fact that you're getting tangled up, not because they're pricking.
Yeah,
you're right.
I was thinking about that the other day. That was weird.
Maybe they're like really soft.
I mean, he puts them around himself, so maybe they are.
You guys know the canon reason for Dio having his own little Hermit Purple? Well, I don't.
No, I don't.
The canonicity of this is dubious. It's from that light novel that someone wrote, where it was like Dio's diary. You know, it links part 3 to like part 6 and everything.
There's a lot of plot holes in Jojo, so I feel like it's just an attempt at covering one up.
Yeah, and it's not even done by a Rocky. It's done by like a collaborator. That Hermit Purple is like called the Passion, and is Jonathan's stand.
Oh.
But that doesn't make sense really.
Why would Joseph have it then?
Well, because like they're all linked. Think of it this way, right?
I mean, that's a bit.
No, think of it this
nonsense.
way. Like, okay, so Dio gets hit by the arrow. He gets his own Hermit Purple. He gets the world, and then because he's linked through the bloodline, Jotaro gets his own version of the world, and Joseph gets his own version of the Hermit Purple. That's the way I've always.
But wait, Stan's sort of the physical embodiment of your spirit, right?
Exactly. So it doesn't make any sense for him to be using.
Because there's none of Jonathan's spirit in Dio. It's just his body.
I'm still willing to accept it though, because Holly had sort of like a Hermit Purple going around.
That's true. Yeah, it was like evil Hermit Purple.
Yeah.
Of course, going from if we say though that Jonathan had Hermit Purple, and Holly had Hermit Purple, then how the hell did Jotaro get Sharp Platinum?
Because he's the main character.
Because he's the main guy. But no, like the way I see it is, and the OPs kind of do this too. The thorny like tendrils or whatever that Hermit Purple is like a symbol of like the bloodline. It's like a symbol of the family tree, and you see it a lot in the opening and everything. Especially in part 3, but it's there in part 4 as well. Like there's that bit in Stand Proud where you like see like the whole like family tree, and like they're all being linked by the Hermit Purple vines, and then
then it gets absorbed.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, well, don't tell me they flow into Jojo, alright?
They flow inside him.
Ooh. I'm sure he's standing proud after that one. Ugh.
You all know what else I was thinking about the other day? You know when in part 1 when Zeppeli like sends all his Hamon into Jonathan just as like Jonathan's neck's broken and like fully heals him back to full HP and MP, but like Zeppeli dies, even though he's been cut in half. But you know, whatever. I was thinking like, does that make like, did that like supercharge Jonathan's sperm with Hamon, and that's why Joseph had Hamon breathing right from the start?
Oh my god!
Yeah. Like he's like he's in the prime of his life when he's.
Like, that's actually a good point. How did Joseph like grow up with Hamon? I've never thought about that.
He just had the breathing naturally because he was doing it from when he was a fucking embryo, because Jonathan was in his full prime and he couldn't stop Hamon breathing, so he shot his Hamon sperm into her arena, and they made a Hamon.
Oh man,
no,
that's disgusting.
And that's how it happened.
How do you Sunlight White Overdrive?
Oh god.
He can make like a
sticky white
name for his when he ejaculates. Sticky White Overdrive.
Oh god.
You know Arena would have loved that shit.
Yeah, you know Hamon probably makes it feel even better.
And he probably did it even harder to Speedwagon.
Man. So Speedwagon is gay, right? Speedwagon is gay. Yes.
Has to be. It has to be.
Has to be. He's a billionaire and he never got married, man.
Nah.
he never wanted
He's
to
smart,
fuck.
really. You know,
Yeah.
gets divorced, loses half of his fortune. Come on.
Yeah.
He didn't want to lose his money to
Exactly.
a girl. Yeah.
He's smarter than
He's like,
most of
fuck.
Hollywood. So I wanted to ask you
I
guys.
wonder if.
I want
Oh,
to
yeah,
ask
go
you
ahead.
guys what your favorite JoJo parts are, respectively. I think Theo's-
7 for
Yeah, Theo's is 7.
7 for drama, 4 for jokes, 4 for slice of life.
Tony.
It used to be 7 for the longest, but it's slowly starting to turn into part 5 because I
Really?
reread it.
Yeah, he
It
loves
has
Buffy.
better. Yeah.
Part 3 fucking sucks, and if you like part 3, I hate you.
I was gonna ask you about that.
Chill out. It's fine.
Nothing wrong with that.
Part 3 is fine.
Part 1 sucks too. If you're one of those guys that says stones are awful, when is Hammond coming back? I'm gonna suck your nuts off
I'm
in
gonna
a
comment in my
non-erotic
comment
way.
section.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Oh, I miss Hamon.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm gonna say this right now. If you don't suck dick, you don't know anything about JoJo.